Well, coastal properties are becoming more vulnerable to floods as well as some sea level rise. And a new study found that more than 650,000 homes will be partially flooded by 2050.
But you might be surprised to find that the market for oceanfront homes is actually booming, especially in Florida. Waterfront real estate agent Bonnie Heatzig joins us now from Boca Raton, Florida. Bonnie, good morning. Welcome to Fox Weather. I think everybody has that dream of that beautiful beachfront home.
Absolutely. Good morning to you both. It's just great to be with you. Absolutely. You know, and I hear all of this data coming through, the predictions on rising sea levels. But what I can tell you as a luxury real estate agent who specializes in waterfront real estate here in South Florida, that these rising levels are not causing coastal property values to decline. In point of fact, oceanfront properties are among the priciest.
So, Bonnie, when you talk to your clients, do they know the direction that we're going because of climate change, or do they just don't care? What do you think it is?
No, they absolutely are aware. They're very savvy buyers. When I've spoken with them, they feel that it is a concern, but it's a long-term concern. And they have a lot of faith in mitigation efforts that are happening here in South Florida or in the entire state of Florida at the city, the county, and even the state level to mitigate and keep those rising tides at sea.
And Bonnie, has this changed how you're selling homes?
Well, absolutely. We have emphasis on seawalls, for example. A seawall is going to be a waterfront home's best protection, best defense against a storm surge. So we have inspections that are specific to seawalls to make sure that there's no erosion, that all the cracks in the seawall are properly sealed. So we absolutely take protections during the inspection period to make sure the home is suited and well equipped against these storm surges.
Now, Bonnie, I've always had the dream of having a beachfront property. I just love the sound of waves. It's my happy spot. But I have to tell you, as a meteorologist, of course, I'm very aware of the data. It sounds like a lot of your clients are aware of it, too. And it's kind of sparked my interest in maybe some of these homes that are a couple blocks off of it that are raised up. Are you starting to see a lot of clients that are interested, maybe not on the direct beachfront, but maybe something that's a couple blocks in that is built up a little bit?
Well, you raise a good point, and that's a fabulous option. However, the optimal, the demand primarily is for the oceanfront. I mean, people just love that lifestyle. They're willing to pay for it. They feel that the rising sea levels, it's a long-term proposition, so it's not going to immediately impact them, and they want to buy in. They, too, want to hear the sound from their bedroom window or their kitchen window when they're cooking. It's a great lifestyle, and they're still going for it.
Now, Bonnie, I know that you had mentioned looking at the seawall and making sure that that is intact. Is there anything else that homeowners should be looking at as they potentially think about buying a coastal property?
Absolutely. Think about the drainage around the property. You want to make sure that you have an impactful drainage system so that when these high tides come or there is a storm surge, your property will properly drain out those waters. So that's another very important system that buyers need to look into.
And probably the importance of having flood insurance. I'm always surprised by how many folks have a coastal home and they never buy flood insurance. And then they're shocked when we have a hurricane come through. So is that a conversation that you typically have with your clients, Bonnie?
Yes, I always recommend buy hurricane insurance and flood insurance because in the event you have a water event in your home, you don't want them pointing at each other. You want to make sure that you have full coverage. And I think flood insurance is very important. And particularly if you're in a flood zone, your mortgage company will probably require that you do indeed carry it.
All right. Well, Bonnie, thank you so much for spending part of your morning with us. And this means that I have to go down to Boca Raton for your open house. Hopefully, maybe you have some champagne ready to go.